Being alone is one of the best things you could do for yourself. I feel like the idea of being by yourself is really given a bad name nowadays. It's often made to seem like it's being by yourself, being alone is a bad thing. When really it's not. It's all dependent on how you look at it. I mean, what are you really doing when you're by yourself? I think that's the main issue when it comes to being by yourself. What are you really doing with that time? With that being said, I want to make this quick video. I got 3 benefits from being by yourself. Let's get into it. Benefit number 1, you have more free time. When you're by yourself and you have this time where you're not in everybody's face, you're not using your phone, you're not playing the game, you're not doing X, Y, and Z, you have more time to just really do anything that you want. Maybe you have work you need to be working on. Maybe there's a deadline that you need to meet on a certain project. There's a lot of things you can do in that free time. Me personally, I use this time to do my hobbies. I like reading. I like editing videos. I meditate. Maybe I will work out or exercise. There's a lot of things I do with the time by myself. I don't sort of like Maybe you can even find new hobbies. There's a lot of things to do. Many people have this struggle where they don't know what they want to do in life. Maybe that this time that you have to yourself, you could actually find what you love to do. Start picking up new hobbies. Do something that you've never tried before. When you do things that you never tried before and it clicks, maybe that's something you were supposed to do. It is hot as in here. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, really find out what you love doing. And on top of that, on top of having just all this time to yourself, you could just relax. There's probably plenty of things that you have to do, but with this time to just do whatever you want, be by yourself, you could literally just do nothing. There's nothing wrong with being bored. I mean, when you're bored, when you're doing nothing, you really just have time to yourself. That's the best time. That's benefit number 1. Benefit number 2, this is my favorite. You lose your dependency on people. Once you start to realize that you could actually be by yourself and do whatever you want, you know yourself. You know what you want, you know what you like, you know what you love to do. You start to have fun by yourself. And when you're able to have fun by yourself, you kind of realize that you don't really need to be having fun with your friends. I can just vibe by myself in this room. I don't need anybody in here. Sometimes I'll be having the feeling like, sometimes I have the feeling that I would like to have somebody in here, but I think like, damn, do I really need somebody in here? I got myself in here, that's all I need. Just with benefit number 1, you can do all these fun activities, do your hobbies, do what you need to do, get shit out of the way. You can have fun with your friends, but if you can have fun with yourself, I can't say that you don't need friends, but you don't need them when you feel alone.
I'm not saying that you don't need friends. What I'm saying is that you don't need to depend on your friends to have fun. You don't need that fulfillment from them if you already have it for yourself.
What others can do for you, you can do for yourself. What services you think that your friends could provide for you, you could actually provide that for yourself, little do you know. You want to go out to eat and you don't have friends to go out with, you could take yourself out to eat. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going to a restaurant by yourself. I made a video on Valentine's Day. You want to give all this love to another person, why don't you give yourself some gifts, some chocolates, some presents, a stuffed bear. You can do all that stuff for yourself, you know. Another thing, you know what you want, you know what you like. You can make your own decisions. You don't need your friends to make your decisions for you. Now you found out what you really want from yourself. Maybe there's something that you truly want to do and you don't know if you should do it or not. When you take that time to be by yourself, you will know whether you want to do it. You will be able to make that decision where, yeah, I'm gonna be able to do this, instead of asking your friends, should I do this? Should I make this video? Should I start a YouTube channel? Should I do all these other things? You're gonna know what you want because not everyone thinks the same as you. If you truly didn't know what you want and you ask somebody else for their opinion, it might not be the right opinion for you. I mean, right or wrong is subjective, but maybe you truly want to do this, but you don't know. With that time to yourself, once you figured out what you want, now you know and you won't need anybody else's opinions.
Overall, it makes you confident, not only in yourself, but the decisions that you make.
Another thing with friends, you might start seeing them for what they are. Tending to yourself is helping yourself. When you know what's helping you and what's not, and you see your friends doing certain things that's not helping you, the way that they live their life, it might not be beneficial for you, and that might slow you down a little bit. Maybe they're slowing you down. Maybe there's something that you need to do, and they're slowing down because they want to go to a party and get drunk. Sit at the crib all day, smoke, play the game, do all these other things when there's things that you need to be doing. They're not helping you work towards those goals. That's a light example. That's benefit number 2. Benefit number 3, you have time for self-reflection. When you self-reflect, you basically assess yourself. You sit and take the time to think about basically yourself, your actions, your behaviors, what you do. When you're self-reflecting, you're now increasing your awareness of yourself. You are aware of all your actions. Maybe once you start becoming aware of your actions, you might not think that everything you're doing is truly the best for you. Let's say you have a toxic trait. You start to think like, damn, I'm really doing this and it's not really helping me. Maybe this trait isn't really benefiting me. Maybe this habit I'm doing isn't really good for me. You're now aware of the fact that those thoughts, those traits, those actions, those habits are not good for you. That's where the improvement comes in. Now that you know that those habits are not good for you, you begin to change them. You begin to improve on them. You start learning from your mistakes in a sense. And now that you start improving those behaviors, that's where you really start improving. That's where you make more mistakes and you learn from those mistakes and you improve more from learning from those mistakes. Those are my 3 benefits on why being alone is good for you. Take time for yourself, man. You'll thank yourself later in the long run. Show love, show gratitude, maintain peace, and stay vigilant.